Hi everyone. I think I've lost track, but I think this is like week 4 of virtual Sunday school. I miss seeing everyone in person. Today I'm going to talk about something that I see too much of, and that is disagreeing with people and bullying people. I want to remind everyone that no matter if you're on social media or in my classroom or at a school setting, that everyone is a child of God, and everyone has a right to their opinion, no matter if we like it or not. But also, let's always be kind to one another. There's no reason to bully anyone for any reason. And when someone is being bullied, someone's got to stand up. Someone's got to stand up to that bully, because sometimes that bully is just reaching out to, no, all the time, that bully is just reaching out to for some love and attention. So someone needs to step in. And if you don't feel comfortable doing it, then you need to have someone else do it. You need to tell someone. So today I'm going to read the book 1 by Catherine Otashi. And I would like to start with a Bible verse or two. Here's one Bible verse. From Deuteronomy 31, verse 6. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. What a wonderful thing to know, that inner Christ is always within us. It's never outside of us. It's never away from us. It's always right here. We have no reason to believe that we're ever alone. And from 1 John 2, verse 9, anyone who claims to be in the light but hates a brother or sister is still in the darkness. So let's read our book. 1 by Catherine Otashi. Blue was a quiet color. He enjoyed looking up at the sky and floating on the waves. And on days he felt daring, he splashed in rain puddles. Every once in a while, he wished he could be more sunny, like yellow, or bright like green, or more regal like purple. And we know that we're perfect just like we are. We don't need to be wishing that we're like anyone else, because God made us this way for a reason. We're exactly right. Or he wished he would be outgoing like orange, but overall he liked being blue, except when he was with red. Red was a hothead. He liked to pick on blue. Red is a great color, he would say. Red is hot, blue is not. And when that happened, blue would feel bad about being blue. Sometimes yellow comforted blue. Blue is a very nice color, she would say. But yellow never said that in front of red. She never said, "Stop picking on blue." She was probably a little afraid herself. Green, purple, and orange thought blue was nice too, but they never told red to stop either. It reminds me of when students are out on the playground and they don't stop bullying, when someone's bullying someone and everyone else kind of stands there and watches and doesn't step in. Every time Red said something mean and no one spoke up, he got bigger and bigger and bigger. Because when a bully gets his way, it gives him power. Soon Red grew so big that everyone was afraid of him. No one dared to stop him. Red picked on all the colors. Then everyone felt a little blue. Until one day, one came. He had a different shape with bold strokes and square corners. He was funny. He made the colors laugh. Red saw this and got very hot. Stop laughing, he told Yellow. Stop laughing, he told Green. Stop laughing, he told Purple and Orange. And so they did. Red rolled up to one. Stop laughing, he told him. But one stood up straight like an arrow and said, no. Red was mad, but one wouldn't budge, so Red rolled away. One stood up to the bully. One turned to the colors and said, if someone is mean and picks on me, I, for one, stand up and say no. Then Yellow felt brave and said, me too. And you see Yellow turn to a 2. And Green agreed and said, me 3. Then Purple became 4. And Orange became 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blue saw the colors change. He wanted to count. Red grew red hot. He felt left out. He grew hotter and hotter and hotter. Red raced over to Blue and said what he always did. Red is hot, Blue is not. And Blue this time, but this time Blue stood up tall and became 6. Red can be really hot, he said, but Blue can be super cool. So Blue stood up for himself and became 6. Red blew a fuse. He got really angry and tried to roll over Blue. But everyone stood up. Everyone took a stand and said no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They all stood together against the bully. Seeing them standing tall made Red feel very, very, very small. Then Red turned even redder and began rolling away. Blue called out, can Red be hot and Blue be cool? Red stopped in his tracks. Red can count 2, said one. Red rocked and rolled and turned to 7. Everyone counts, they shouted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then Red laughed and joined the fun. sometimes it just takes one. And that's the end of our story. And kind of the moral to our story. It just takes one person to make that stance, to stand up to the bully, to stand up and say, you know what? You need to stop, but you can still be friends with us. Because it's not about pushing the bully aside. It's about giving that bully a little bit of what they want in the first place, which is love. We all want that. We all want that love. We want to be loved. We want to be included. And if we can't get that the way we want by bullying and pushing and shoving, by not standing up to those bullies, we empower them to get bigger and bigger. And I see a lot of things on social media where people go back and forth and things are said, and sometimes you just have to stop and say, it's okay to disagree. It's okay to be not like everyone else. All those colors are different. They all had something that was really good about them, and they all had the chance to stand up and be someone. And you do too. In Leviticus 19, verse 18, it says, "Do not seek revenge or bear a grudge against anyone among your people, but love your neighbor as yourself. I am the Lord." And last but not least, Luke 6, verses 27 through 28. "But to you who are listening, I say, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who mistreat you." And that's what life is about. We have to reach out to even those people that we don't see eye to eye with. We have to reach out to them and say, it's okay. It's all right to have a different opinion than me. I still love you. So go out there when we can, when you're out socializing, when that time happens again, when we can all be out and intermingling, and make sure that, especially now that all this has happened with us in our country, reach out to those people. You don't always have to agree with them, but you do have to always be kind. Be kind today. I miss you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.